The Bill of Rights. Amendment 1. The 5 freedoms. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press, or of the press. Sorry. Or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Amendment 2. Right? I'm not going to read them all.
Okay. Thank you.
I see you have chosen the right path. Henceforth, you will be known as a wimp. Welcome to the Worst Impressions Podcast.
Swapping out the big
Something
naturals.
strange in here. What's the deal with wimps? Wimps, grilled onions, pepper jack cheese, and your own Wimp Nation.
It was a great job, Nick. Let's run it back.
One more for the Bill of Rights. Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson. Here at Worst Impressions, we get to know folks from all corners of this terrestrial semi-flat Earth, and each new guest is required to bring an impression to present at some point during the episode. Some are bad, some are worse, and some are burned and deleted entirely. Join me in my journey through podcast land. If you like what you hear, check out the Patreon for the show and help support. Link in the show notes. If you'd like to support the show for free, simply share the show with your peers. Send a link, carve Worst Impressions into a bathroom stall, tell your congressperson, tell your parents, hey, let me know what happened to my dad 20 years ago. And if you remember after all that, hit that follow or subscribe button and the like button and rate the show 5 stars. Now let's get on with the show. Welcome, Mike and Cammi from Movie Night Communion.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Oh, man. This is a special. This is a so special that I have you here. 2 other podcasters. I hope I can pick your brain on how becoming a podcaster has been lately. Like what made you think about doing Movie Night Communion? Like what sparked it?
Yeah, so I guess this will be kind of a meta discussion.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit.
A podcast discussion
Within a discussion.
about podcasting, right?
It literally, yeah, no, seriously. Podcastception.
So my first experience with podcasting and like just being exposed to it in general was the podcast. Can I shout it out? Can I shout out another podcast?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
It's Come Town.
Yeah, hell yeah, no, dude. Oh man, where's my shirt? I just went and saw Stavros in live like recently.
So I was actually in Maryland working around DC in like 2017.
Yeah.
And I guess like the local algorithm, because that's where they're from, right?
Yeah. Well, Stavros is from Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, so that Maryland, Baltimore, kind of DC metro area. So I guess whatever tuning fork I had going on at the time, like plugged me into that.
Into Come Down.
Like,
yeah.
What is this? And I would be in the car for like hours, like 10 hours a day, like behind the wheel or doing paperwork for my job.
Yeah.
And I would just have Come Town playing for hours at a time. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, dude, they're wild. They just did like a little reunion on Stavi's World. Have you listened to Stavi's World at all?
I've listened to it. Yeah, he has some good ones. I like the listener call-ins.
Yeah,
where he gives the life advice. It's really good.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, I would love to do some more call-in stuff. Like some people have been like, "Oh, you should prank call." I was like, "Prank calling is old school.
Yeah.
It's just a little
Crank
old."
acres, yeah.
Yeah, literally. And I was like, I would love the more people calling in and
people calling you.
And just maybe replaying their voicemails like they do on that one. And but yeah, I love Stavi. I'm glad you brought up Come Town.
People leave voicemails?
So on Stavi's World, they leave voicemails for him to like sort of roast, but also give him. Oh, they want Stavi's advice and the guests' advice on stuff. But it's a really funny format because they just rip apart these poor fuckers that are just like, so my wife is cheating on me, yada yada yada. But yeah, it's that's so Come Town.
That was my intro.
Yeah,
I was
intro.
like intro to podcasting and what that format is. And then as far as movies go, so me and Cammi are together. We're married now. So we do have a slight.
This won't stop. I can't stop it. No, I can't. Oh my God. I can't, for some reason I can't. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
And my movie experience growing up, because we had a DVD player as a kid, but we only had like 3 movies when I was growing up. And those 3 particular movies were Master and Commander.
I remember this.
It was.
I remember that DVD at your house.
And it was Battle of Britain, which was like a 1960s Michael Caine film. And then also Zulu, which was also a 1960s Michael Caine film.
I remember Zulu.
And so I watched those 3 movies. Like that was my childhood. Those three films.
Have you done Zulu on the show yet? Because I haven't seen that.
Man, I don't think Cammi. If I asked her,
it's like it's a no-go, dude. We're not doing it.
So that was like my experience to movies and films growing up. And then once I started seeing Cammi, because we were dating during the pandemic, so a lot of it was like
hanging out, watching movies.
Yeah, we can't go out, so let's just like stay home, see what's on.
Hell yeah.
And she was like, have you ever seen this movie? I'm like, no, I've not seen it. And it was so many movies.
So a huge catalog of possibilities.
And I do have a large movie collection as well.
You do?
Yeah. I have a bunch of DVDs.
So y'all are big physical media folks?
Oh, yeah. I would say so. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are you?
I mean, I was able to score a lot of DVDs whenever Blockbuster and stuff was going out of business.
Oh, okay.
So I have a lot of those. And so it's a lot of old movies that Mike's never seen.
Okay. Nice. Because the most recent episode that I've listened to that came out as of this recording, you guys talk about the old Lord of the Rings. And you got like
the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
With rotoscoping.
Yes.
And you talk about like digging in the bin at Walmart.
At Walmart.
And that's I haven't done any physical media in so long, and it's just out of pure laziness, and that's just me. But that's what I wanted to ask about. Are you guys adamant about keeping a physical media collection?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, because especially with the streaming services now, they change them up so often.
You never know what
and
on there.
if you get invested in a show and then a big network picks it up and you don't want to subscribe to whatever to be able to watch it ongoing, like I'm not down for that.
Yep.
I'm not down for that. So
I agree. I guess okay, so one of the reasons that I'm having them on this podcast, Mike and Cammi from Movie Night Communion, they can be found on Spotify and
no, we're just on
that's
Spotify.
It. Just on Spotify.
It doesn't distribute to anywhere else?
No, just Spotify.
Just Spotify.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Spotify exclusive.
Yep.
Movie Night Communion.
Completely free.
So pitch your podcast to the wimps. What are we listening to when we listen to Movie Night Communion? Because I know what it is.
Yeah, it's our unhinged interpretation of movies that are typically a little bit outside the scope of what normal folks watch.
Niche.
Yeah, very niche. I love dark movies. I'm a huge fan of horror movies. Yeah. I am not a rom-com girl. So
I've noticed that the blood's got to be getting sucked if it's going to be done on Movie Night Communion. I'm just like, there's a lot of blood sucking going on in this podcast.
Yeah, I've never liked rom-coms. So I like dark movies. I like gritty movies. I would do like a Studio Ghibli
Okay.
stretch, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But those cartoons are dark as hell.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it's just our unhinged interpretation of movies that are typically outside the scope of what your average Joe goes to the movie theater to watch.
I don't want to waste any of our conversation that we have in my episode that I come on to do.
Right.
Movie Night Communion, which pause this. If you're listening to this right now, pause it and go listen to my episode when I come on Movie Night Communion, because we will be doing something not so niche, a huge blockbuster that everyone loves.
Not me.
National Treasure with Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage, the one, the only.
I already know it's an amazing episode. It's 5 stars all around. So go listen to that episode right now.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome. I know it for a fact. It's incredible.
You were there, so you know.
I do. 100%. But yeah, anyways, go listen to that episode right now and go listen to their podcast. It's so fun. Go get on Spotify more. Like, Spotify is so much fun, is great for podcasters. YouTube is good. It's a different beast. For me, if we get into like podcast, like the behind the scenes, it's a different beast, and I'm enjoying it. I do miss the idea of like the audio purity of it just being audio. Like,
Yeah, no pants.
I miss
Roll up in my sweatpants and
I miss inviting folks over here, and it's just like dark room, one table. We're just like, what's up? Like talking about, and listening to y'all's, I'm like, I am like, because now I've jumped the shark, and like so I'm just like, all right, I'm in the shark waters, I guess, with the fawns. But anyways, I'm jealous. It's so fun. Go listen to it. It's fantastic.
Thanks. We appreciate that.
And if you listen to Movie Night Communion, I hope you're listening to this episode now. Like, come over and see mine. But yeah, anyway, so what were we talking about?
How we got into podcasting.
Okay, so I want to hear from you, Cammi. Like, what was your introduction to podcasts in general?
Not surprisingly, I started listening to true crime podcasts.
You're a true crimer.
Yeah.
Crime junkie?
oh yeah.
No, Morbid.
Oh, okay,
So,
Morbid. Yeah, sure.
I hooked onto the Morbid girls in like 2018, I think.
Do you have an impression of how they sound by chance? Because I've been trying to crack it. Because it's like between them and Crime Junkie, they're very like, and so she was stabbed. But it's very interesting how if the boyfriend was in the car, where were they the whole time when she was grabbing her groceries and the knife was in her skull? I don't understand. And it's like,
good.
like, I want to do, as the show grows, I want to do like a whole series where each episode is just an entire rip of a popular podcast genre. Like, one episode I just do Joe Rogan, and like one episode I just do Call Her Daddy, and like just go down the line of the most and just like, all right, welcome to Call Her Daddy, and just totally get copyright.
Hell yeah.
But because I've been trying to crack the Crime Junkie stuff, because the way they talk is a big part of why they're successful, I feel like. Very interesting.
That, and so I started listening to them when Elena was still a like assistant in a not for a mortician, but for a coroner.
Corner, yeah.
And Ash was cutting hair.
Okay.
And so it was like way in the early days. I think they sound a lot different now. They're much more refined now. It's lost kind of its edge, I think. I still listen to them from time to time, but it's not quite as fun as it used to be.
Really?
And so after we were on your podcast, Mike was like, man, I want to do a podcast. And I said, I was like, you know what, Mike, if you do all of the work, I will come on the podcast with you and be funny.
That's fucking awesome.
So
I'll rip that applause button all fucking day. I just love to hear it. God, it's like a drug. That's fucking sick. But yeah, but movies. Did you come up with the idea? Who came up with the idea for doing movies?
Mike.
Okay, cool, sick.
Because I really enjoyed just coming out of cryo sleep and being like, oh, there's more than 3 movies now. And she has a pretty expansive category and background with it. So she's always introducing new films for me. And I'm just like, I don't know, like a time traveler coming up. Like, what is this?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What has been the most jarring to come out of cryo sleep and see?
Oh man, I feel like Sleepy Hollow was a big one for me.
Is that the Johnny Depp?
That's a Johnny Depp one.
Okay, So here's an interesting thing about your podcast is because they're niche, or some of them are, and some of them are bloodsuckers. Like I'll look through them and I'm like, fuck, I haven't seen some of them, and I don't like. So I'm just like, okay, I'll go to this one. Yeah. But like, so Sleepy Hollow, I have not seen, and I want to see it. Like, does that make sense? It's on my list.
Dang, I would have brought you. I have a physical copy of it.
I wouldn't have any way to play it.
Oh, dang.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Dang. What do you watch whenever the electricity or whenever the internet goes down?
I jack off. Like, what do you think? I go back to my caveman days. All right, Jesus. I get in the mirror and I buy candlelight and I crank one out.
Candle.
No, but I'm fucked. Honestly, that is that I think that's whenever the internet will go out or something, first before like power, and that kills me because I'm just like, okay, well,
Now what are you gonna do?
now, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see nothing.
Nope.
I can't see anything, but again, it's just out of pure laziness that I have not maintained any way to watch physical media at all.
Yeah.
So.
Every Christmas, we put on the Lord of the Rings extended edition.
Oh hell yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's great to just like.
Same. I have to, but at first I have to Google which streaming service it's on, and then I can watch it.
Yep.
And then it was like, oh wait, I don't have that one. Well, I guess I'm not watching it.
No. And we watch a
sucks.
lot of stuff on Tubi because
Yeah, that one's free.
Tubi has so much trash, so much good, delectable trash on there,
Yeah.
and it's free. So that's also another reason.
What? Okay. So out of the movies, what is the most fun you have had creating one of the episodes? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the best movie that you've done,
Mhm.
but which episode is the most fun that you could tell people to go listen to?
So mine, maybe Cammi has one different, but
Okay.
my favorite one was the 1980s film Roar.
Okay.
So that one has it's famously a production hell movie. Right?
Oh yeah,
So,
production hell movies are funny.
there's a lot of fun in delving into the background of the film and how it
Okay.
was filmed and like the pitfalls associated with the production.
Okay.
And then
So you guys dive in, like, for people that don't know, you dive into stuff outside of just what's on the surface.
Absolutely.
Like, hell yeah.
And that one in particular just had a bunch of big cats. Cammi came up with the idea, like, let's just do a month of big cat movies. And when she pitched that idea, I was like, there's 0 movies like that that can't be done. It's not, that can be a good
It can't be done.
People were literally like, so Lion King and what else?
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all do not know big cat movies. do you?"
To quote National Treasure, Riley says, it's not that it can't be done, but it shouldn't be done. Sorry. Go watch the episode.
And so,
Go listen to it on Spotify.
but Roar just had
Oh my God.
an insane premise of a movie. Like, let's just make a film with 100 big cats, live action.
Jesus.
This guy and his wife were cat rescuers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, much like kind of you and Maddie,
Maddie.
but it's not just house cats. It's like big African, like
Yeah.
predatory cats.
No big cats coming in this place. Nope.
And so there were, tons of injuries associated with the filming. You see a guy just get mauled basically by a big cat.
But it's in the
film.
movie?
It's in the
It's in
movie.
the
They
movie.
kept it in?
You see giant cats fighting.
Holy fuck.
Cammi has a great spiel in it where she goes into kind of like the nomenclature of cats. and like
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
that is a good
genetic
one.
Yeah.
like breeding of cats and crossbreedings.
Yeah.
Specifically big cats.
Like
Ligers.
ligers.
Yeah, like ligers.
There's a whole
There's
tons
a whole
more than just
taxonomy.
ligers.
A whole
She
taxonomy.
Don't
breaks
get me
it down.
started on ligers. Jesus.
I did not know, but my big cat knowledge was severely lacking. I think in that episode, I call the cats the wrong names consistently throughout it.
What were you like confusing lions and tigers?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know lions and tigers were different. So I'm
Everything
like,
was a tiger.
everything was a tiger to me. And she's just correcting me with her cat knowledge.
That's
so
a
it's pretty good.
lioness. Mike, that's a lioness. Jesus. It's not a tiger. So,
That was my favorite. I don't know if
Yeah.
Cammy had a different one.
Cammy, what's yours?
I don't know if I have a favorite episode.
It might, and maybe not even favorite, but what was the, I guess what was
One
the most,
that was super fun.
most interesting? Because that sounds pretty fucking insane to like, to first dive into that film specifically.
Right.
But then to discover all of that bullshit is insane.
Roar was really fun. I would have to look at a list of them actually to give a good one.
Do you have
Probably Labyrinth would be my favorite one
Oh, hell
because
yeah.
that's my favorite movie.
Oh, sure. Hell yeah. Do you guys have like a white whale that is just like, okay, we're saving this one? Like that you don't know yet? Or you just go with the flow?
There's one that I really want to do that I haven't found for free anywhere yet.
Okay.
And I actually watched this movie back in like 2011 maybe. It's called Taxidermia. It's a foreign film and I had to turn it off. It was that over the top.
Okay.
And I don't have to turn movies off. Like I can go pretty hard and I had to turn it off.
Anything with taxidermy, I'm like, fucking count me out. Like
So
skinning anything, I'm just, ugh.
before you even get to the taxidermy, there's a couple of like competitive eaters. And so they eat competitively. And then part of the eating is also the binging.
Mhm.
And so they're like on stage, competitive eating, and then turning around and vomiting everywhere. And it's, yeah, that's just a tiny, tiny taste.
God.
That reminds me, that kind of movie, it reminds me of a friend that we have that's also been on our podcast.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Lucas. All
So,
right.
Lucas, he was also very influential. I remember in middle school and the walk across from the middle school to the high school.
Yeah, when we were going to our like pre-AP classes.
He would
or-
always tell us about whatever movie he had found on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just whatever, whatever crazy shit. I don't even know if we can name. I mean, I know the names, but I don't know if we can. Like, if there's, I don't know. Like,
And he would just, it's like, guys,
it's
I
out
have
there.
Unfiltered access to the internet. And guess what I saw last night? And I would be amazed
It
by those
changed
stories.
my life.
I would look forward to that walk across the campus just to hear what he was up to.
So interesting. I listen. Oh man, you guys did one with like Sylvester Stallone, and he's like a truck driver, and I haven't seen the film, but it's like
over the top.
okay. He's like a piece of shit dad or something.
Mhm.
It's the best child custody trucking arm wrestling movie that's ever been made.
Yeah. Oh man, that one I was definitely fucking dying on. That's so funny.
It's fun. Podcasting's fun. I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah. So okay. So you guys do it together, and I've heard you guys talk about it like it's kind of like a date night kind of a thing. So what is the process? How do you choose a film, and then what do you guys do? Do you guys watch it together? Do you guys watch it separately? Take notes?
You want to go first?
Sure. Well, Cammy introduced the idea of let's pick a theme for the month.
Okay.
So at first we just picked out films that we liked or that we were interested in.
Yeah.
We both did our favorite films early on.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like how she implemented like, let's pick a theme for the month
Oh, nice.
and then pick movies based on that and have it go through the month. So
what?
we've done Big Cat February,
Yeah.
we
we
did
did.
Vampires in January.
Vampires in January.
And then
We did April. We did Johnny Depp April. So all
Okay.
Johnny Depp films. That's fun.
March was March Madness, films about mental illness.
Films about mental illness.
And now we're doing Magical May.
Magical May. So we kicked that off with Lord of the Rings, the animated.
Yeah.
What is National Treasure falling into?
Extra.
Oh, it's
This will be a little extra. Yeah.
oh fuck.
This is
yeah.
a bonus.
Hell yeah,
This is a
dude.
bonus one.
Yeah.
We could do one about treasures.
As I've discussed before previously, these are the folks that I had to cancel on because I was in the hospital in the ER, and so now like we're finally I'm so glad that we get to fix this whole problem. I felt so bad. I was just crying on the fucking ER. Just was like, I have to cancel, like because for me it's always the show. The show must go on.
Yeah.
So that killed me, destroyed me. Because I'm looking forward. I will always be looking forward to my baby, National Treasure. You gonna shoot me, Sean? You gotta know if Sean could catch.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are fucked. Oh man. Oh my god. Do you guys have any questions about like I don't get to talk to anybody that's like actively uploading, and like what has been the most surprising about uploading a podcast like continuously?
Oh man. I feel like finding the process was the hardest part.
Okay, yeah.
And then once you've like, okay, this works.
Yeah.
Then it's just like you find a groove.
Yes.
And it makes it so much easier. So like the first probably 10 episodes
Yeah.
are like, what the fuck am I doing?
You are literally shitting in your hands and like just like smearing it on the internet. It's like, here you go. No.
Enjoy.
Yeah. And usually when you do that, those types of films where you take those make you a lot of money, but like this is a little different. But yeah, no, definitely the finding your groove is so fun. Like, and then you're like, oh yeah, because and you can hear it, and you have like a literal evidence of like the progress is so fun.
Yeah, it's nice to see. We can tell when we have a really good episode.
Yeah.
We'll be like, man, that was really fun. Like we had a really good time, and it comes off
Yeah,
too.
you're fucking pumped afterwards. You can go like, I can go again.
Yeah, we could.
Hell yeah. Well, I know both of you have done impressions before, but Cammi, it sounded like you had something else you wanted to bring to the table for this episode.
So I just recently found out that I could do this impression.
Mm-hmm.
And so poor Mike has just been having to listen to it, not only on the drive here, but pretty much all week since I discovered that I could do it.
Okay, let me tee you up. Cammi, what is your worst impression?
Harry Potter says Dobby has the pinkest, tightest asshole in all of Hogwarts.
Oh my god.
So he's just been listening to me
Dobby the house bitch.
say terrible things as Dobby the house elf.
They're definitely fucking those elves. You know what I mean? Like somebody's fucking those elves.
Yeah,
right?
there's an account that I found on social media that's
That's
like
elf fucking?
it's like a Master Weasley got Dobby pregnant.
Dude. Oh man, those elves are getting fucked every day.
Yeah.
and we're fine with it until we're given clothes.
Draco gave Dobby a pink sock. So I'd just be downstairs in the office making up these Dobby sounds, and Mike's upstairs like, what are you doing? He can just hear me doing the voice.
They prolapse. Fuck.
They prolapsed Dobby's anus.
That's so funny.
Why is it so funny?
Oh my god. Well, in every joke there's a kernel of truth. So, if there's a wizarding world with essentially house creature slaves.
Yeah.
They're definitely getting fucked in there.
Yep.
Especially if they can't leave. Oh my God. Yeah. Oof.
So that's it.
Yeah, Dobby, good job. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
my
what
God.
was it was I can't remember. There was another line I was going to say.
Oh, about the Dabussy?
Yeah. Harry Potter asked Dobby to put his Debussy right on his face.
Oh my God. Woo!
Dobby has to have his anal glands squeezed.
Express. We gotta always express. Don't forget to express your elf, like elf. Like apple classes, but for your house elves.
Yeah.
Don't forget to express them. And they get angry if you leave them prolapse for too long. They get angry. Oh man, yeah. So Harry Potter's. Are you gonna get into Harry Potter's?
Man, that's very much Cammy's bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's been done to death.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
We try to do stuff
For sure.
that
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. You're very niche. I just can't. Yeah. Here I am bringing it to this. So we gotta do National Treasure, guys. It's so niche. It's so special. It's niche and special to me. That's for fucking sure. Oh, but if you want to hear more of my stance for National Treasure, go listen to their episode. Oh my God. That's so fucking funny. Okay.
thanks.
Oh,
I can't wait to come up with more stuff.
But so recently, I've seen you guys are doing a rewatch of The Shield.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so what made you guys pick The Shield?
It's a fucking great show.
Is
And
it?
also, I think, underrated compared to like The Sopranos,
I think
The Wire.
I've heard that take before.
Also, so I particularly am not going to invest my time in a show to have it fall apart on me.
Okay.
Like the Game of Thrones effect, like I didn't finish Game of Thrones because I was intentionally a couple of seasons behind.
Yeah.
So that I knew.
So you knew if it.
So I knew.
if it
And when I
tanked.
knew it tanked, I was like, I'm not even going to finish it. And so I watched The Shield like as it came on television on FX in the early 2000s.
Right.
And it was like 9:00 at night. The Shield's coming on. Don't fucking call me. Do not everyone's quiet. We've had our dinners. Like it's time to watch The Shield. Everybody shut up.
Is Walton Goggins in The Shield at some point?
Yes, he's a
Oh,
main
he is.
character.
And he like kicks ass and like people. That's a big thing for him, right? Early on in his career, I believe.
That was
that's
another
a big role for him.
yeah.
Okay.
And that was another thing that spurred us on to do The Shield is because Walton Goggins is having a
Oh, he's
a
having
resurgence right now?
A Gogassance or
Yeah.
something. Like, dude, he's the tits. I've loved him. For a long time. And he was a transgender hooker in Sons of Anarchy. It was fucking awesome. He had huge tits. He was fucking awesome.
he also has like 10,000 teeth in his face per
Yeah,
mic.
dude. Yeah, he do. But so The Shield, why is it so good? And like, how come it flew under my radar? Much like The Wire, but I think The Wire, I was just too young. The Wire means a ton to me now that I've gone back and watched. I'm like, holy shit, The Wire. I hold The Wire up there. Like, I think it's like The Wire and Breaking Bad for me are like kind of like do this thing every now and then in my brain where it's like, which one is the top? And so yeah. I would need I don't need that much convincing, but I am interested because when you guys picked that show, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So
A lot of people haven't.
Yeah.
I think because it was in the early 2000s, a lot of people just didn't pick it up.
was it HBO?
It was on FX.
Oh, okay, FX. Okay, gotcha. Sure.
It was after 9:00. It was probably your bedtime.
Oh yeah, definitely. I also I had like a weird access, like non-access to like cable during the early 2000s. So like I missed like SpongeBob and all that kind of stuff. So like in the same way, I had a huge exposure to movies. My family would get a ton of DVDs,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of TV was the same way like how Mikey described. Like less TV, more movies for me. Like I missed so many shows during that growing up. So yeah.
Man, I guess I'm learning that media was an absolute free-for-all at my house because we always had like the satellite scramblers or like the cable scramblers. So we were getting the illegal TV all the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So I was able to watch like all the pay-per-view events, all the softcore. Like I could watch everything.
I wish.
Nothing
My
was ever
God.
scrambled.
I tried.
And like I
tried to descramble those as much as I could.
And like I had a room upstairs by myself where it was just a loft
You
upstairs.
had stairs? Holy fuck.
There
Money
was-
bags?
Yeah, no
Jesus Christ.
no supervision. I was just up there with my like, HBO on at 3 a.m. in the morning.
I had some stairs made out of railroad ties in the front of my mobile home. So those were, and then when you went down those, you just get to some dirt. there wasn't any secret softcore porn at the bottom of those. As much as I hoped and prayed every day. Oh man. Well, I'm so excited. The episode with you guys on y'all's podcast is so good. Go check it out. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Worst Impressions. Go. Just imagine. We're there. Just go to the National Treasure episode of Movie Night Community. Do you guys have anything to add before we cut?
Mike's
do
got
have some
impressions.
Do you have an impression? Okay, I thought it was just Cammi. Okay, go.
So I actually brought some. I'm going to call them quick hitters.
Okay. Oh
So-
hell yeah. Okay, let me get a sound bite queued up.
So the kind of joke is like more so the premise and the setup,
Okay.
more so than the actual
Well, let me tee you up. So are the,
impression itself.
okay. Mikey, what are your worst impressions?
All right. So this first one, it's an appreciative British drug addict. Thank you for the meth. And then number 2 is a drunken Japanese frat guy singing "The Chain" by Fleetwood Mac at a karaoke bar. Listen to the wind, bro. Now, the fact that he's Japanese, that was just to test your wokeness.
Right.
I said he was drunken.
Yeah.
And he's at a karaoke bar.
Yeah, there's a difference there.
So and Japanese is a nationality also.
Exactly.
Not an ethnicity. So if you
100%.
thought that was anything other than just a lead herring, that's on you. Number 3 is Ganja Dolph the Gray. You shall puff, puff, pass.
I hadn't heard that one.
Okay. And this one, I'm going to switch it around. So I'm going to do the impression first and then tell you who I am. Okay.
Okay.
So
Do
this
you
will
want me
be
to guess?
Kind of an inverse. If you want to guess.
Okay, I might guess.
Will somebody please shut up that damn dog? You have any guesses?
Is it? Well, somebody. It's either Sam Jackson or Clint Eastwood.
No, it is a bedbound Gene Hackman. It's probably his final words.
Nothing is sacred.
Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God.
Okay, and then this next one is Mike Tyson in a Hogwarts Charms 101 class. Hoketh poketh. The next one is a French guy explaining both his Halloween costume and why he smells bad. Okay. I am covered in sheet.
Sheet.
Okay. And this next one is Waka Flocka serving as a limbo judge, aggressively explaining why you were disqualified. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Because you have to bend backwards instead of forwards. In limbo.
Yeah, no, for sure. Uh-huh.
And the last one I have is a member of the Baha Men who forgot to memorize all the lyrics before the show. Okay. Yippee-yi-yo. You just kind of blended in with that last one.
Yippee-yi-yo. Which is how everyone sings along with that song. Like everyone, whenever there's like yippee-yi-yo, like everyone comes in like when we're singing along with that song to yippee-yi-yo. Oh my God, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Two incredible guests. Oh my gosh. It's so fun to have y'all do this finally and fix what a demon has took away from us. An evil being.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It was a blast.
Dude, yeah. Go check out the episode. Link in the show notes. Tickets are on sale for the Worst Impressions live show, September 13th. Mark your calendars at the Pack Waco. It is 924 Austin Avenue, and September 13th at 7:30 p.m. $10 a ticket. But yeah, it is going to be experimental. It's going to be different. It is not going to be just me talking to guests. It'll be sketches. It'll be like light improv and a little bit of just solo work in the mic and little like bits and games. Possible audience participation. We'll see how it all works out, how it all comes out in the sauce. But yeah, mark your calendars for that, September 13th. Thank you again. Please follow Movie Night Communion. They're great. I've listened to a lot of their show. It's fantastic. And don't forget to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, and spay and neuter your pets. Good night.
I see you have chosen the right path. Henceforth, you will be known as a wimp. Welcome to the Worst Impressions Podcast.